This morning, Trump's Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche met with Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator Ghilaine Maxwell, leading to this comment from Maxwell's attorney.
He's got the latest from Washington for us. So, David, what else did Maxwell's attorney say?
Well, he said a lot. We wish we could be in and hear what was said in the actual meeting. This meeting was a lot shorter than it was yesterday, but this was a two-day event. The highlight, though, it appears that her team wants a pardon. Watch.
We're going to take one day at a time. I know that's very cliche, but it's true because things are happening so quickly. We haven't spoken to the president or anybody about a pardon just yet. And listen, the president this morning said he had the power to do so. We hope he exercises that power in the right and just way.
This comes in the aftermath of Trump's comments this morning, not only refusing to rule out the possibility of a pardon, but reasserting his right to issue one.
Would you consider a pardon or a commutation for Ghilaine Maxwell if she cooperated?
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something. It's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
But you wouldn't rule it out?
I'm allowed to do it. Not that he wouldn't consider it because she's a depraved criminal who shielded her boyfriend from accountability while he was trafficking young girls, but rather reasserting his right to be able to do it. In other words, Maxwell wants a pardon. Trump is laying the groundwork to be able to give her a pardon, all because clearly Trump is trying to protect himself from any incriminating information that Maxwell might be able to offer. And of course, Trump and his mouthpieces will frame this as him finding pertinent information from Ghilaine Maxwell that wasn't uncovered before. Bullshit. The DOJ has every ounce of information they need, and you know where it is? In the Epstein files, which are in the DOJ's possession. If they truly wanted accountability, they would release those files, but they won't because they're not. The reality is that they're not looking to uncover new information, they are looking to bury existing information. A point that's so obvious, virtually everyone I spoke with this week recognized it.
I mean, let's first be very clear. I mean, Maxwell, we know, is a convicted sex predator who is an accomplice to Jeffrey Epstein, who essentially lied on the stand, has committed horrific crimes, has been involved in abusing young women and girls. And so on her own, she's not someone that can be trusted per se. Then you have a sentence that she has, of course, that she's now serving. And of course, the DOJ and Trump, there is absolute concern that she's going to try to cut some kind of deal and essentially say what Donald Trump wants her to say for some kind of reduced sentence or pardon. So that's a concern, which is why it's so important that we get the files, because if she's going to then be deposed by the Oversight Committee, and I'll be at that deposition, if she's going to actually be deposed by us and the Republicans, both of us in that room, we're going to be able to hopefully corroborate whatever she is saying with actual documents. We just cannot take her word for it when she is now working with Trump's Department of Justice. So I think Donald Trump's trying to, get a fast one here past us and thinking we're going to somehow just accept what she says as the truth. Absolutely not. We weren't born yesterday. We're going to get those documents and make sure that what she tells us is aligned with what's actually been documented in these files and all these papers.
We should expect them to do criminal things. This is somebody who is a con man and a convict. And so, unfortunately, we have seen him misuse, things such as pardons, where it looks like there's a bit of pay for play. And so I absolutely fully anticipate that he may most likely offer her a get out of jail free card if she just fails to disclose certain things, or if she decides to say certain other things, right? But I do think that, considering the fact that she probably is the only person who was really intimately engaged with all levels of or the vast majority of criminality with Epstein, she is the person that can discredit or credit any information.
And with all of this talk about Trump pardoning a pedophile's co-conspirator, I gotta ask, no comment from Dan Bongino, Kash Patel? All these guys literally built their brands demanding transparency on Epstein.
You wondering why we're not hearing more about this Epstein case? I mean, the guy was only connected to just about every major player in the swamp internationally, and yet you don't hear much about it. And what the hell are they hiding with Jeffrey Epstein? Why do they want to make this Jeffrey Epstein story go away so bad? Because the people in charge of this global cabal of idiots out there trying to hide the truth don't want you to hear about this story and have the power to censor it. Please do not let that story go.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book.
FBI.
But who? That is, I mean, there's...
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
And yet now, they're literally working for the guy who may pardon Epstein's criminal accomplice? I'm sorry, but what the fuck? All this time by these guys railing against the evil deep state, and yet they've been in the White House for a few months, and that's all it took to become the very thing they spent years railing against. I guess all of those podcast rants were just a nice little paycheck at the expense of the rubes and the base, huh? And by the way, I know that we talk about the political implications of this stuff a lot, but please let us not forget that the heart of this case are the real victims that are watching all of this stuff unfold.
Do you worry that Maxwell will be given some kind of leniency, maybe even a pardon? What would that mean to you?
I am concerned about that, and it would mean the complete crumbling of this justice system that should, first and foremost, stand for, fight for, and protect survivors. We all deserve a pathway to justice, and then we don't deserve to have it yet again robbed from us because so much has already been taken. It truly does seem, I should say, just an upside down world where you are promised and there are declarations of the judicial system working to support pathways to justice, and for them just to simply crumble is what it appears is happening right now.
But Trump doesn't care about the victims. No one in the White House does. They are solely focused on protecting one person, Donald Trump. Everybody who voted for this guy under the guise of accountability was sold a complete bill of goods. The goal was never transparency about the other accomplices. It was never about accountability for the victims. It was always about getting Donald Trump into a position where he could bury all of it to protect himself. And that's what's playing out right before our eyes. If you believed him, you were conned. And he's putting that on full display right now. Before you go, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more and support independent media, please subscribe to this channel. The subscribe button will be right here on the screen. But second, the reality is that we are now in a political environment where this administration can lean on any of the social media platforms to suppress certain voices if they don't like critical coverage. That means my longevity here is in the hands of a few tech billionaires who are already making it clear that they are willing to cater to this administration. To that end, signing up for my newsletter is a way for me to reach you directly if that ever becomes necessary. I'll put the link right here on the screen as well, so please sign up. It's free, but there's also an option to do a paid subscription if you'd like to support me and my team. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.